Alright, welcome everyone to a video continuing the revision of chapter 4, the trigonometry of non-right angle triangles, and this is the chapter review, short answer questions 6, 7 and 8. Okay, I've just done a quick note here to make it quicker. Question 7 is the sine rule and question 8 is the cosine rule, but I'll explain those in a minute. I'm going to find the value for question 6 of the obtuse angle theta, and with anything to do with angles we've got to press shift first. So let's have a look. So shift and sine of 0.5294 is 31.964942. Now that's not obtuse. So what I've discovered is that when you're using sine, the sine of an angle and its supplement have the same ratio. So I'm going to put here sine of an angle and its supplements has the same ratio. So all we're going to do is find the supplement to that, and the way to do it is to do 180 minus our answer, and there's the supplement. So the answer to the first one is 148 degrees. I'll write that over here, 148 degrees, just to prove it. What if we find shift sine of this? We should end up with the same numbers. No, not that one, just sine of that. Here it is. So 148 is the degrees, same supplement, same ratio. So that's what you do with sine is 180. So to get the sine one, it's 180 minus your answer for sine. It'll circle around them. Okay, tan is a bit different. With tan of an angle and its supplement, the ratio changes sign, becomes the same. Now, just a little journey through this one, just to show you. Shift tan of this is negative 10. Now that's not really helpful at all, because that's not even possible. So what do we do in this case with tan? Well, remember with tan have an angle and a supplement, the sign changes. So what if we change the sign? That's 10 degrees. So if we find the supplement to that, we should get the same ratio. So let's go 180 minus our answer. That's 169, 170. That's got to go to the nearest degree. I'll just write this down to help us remember. 169. In fact, I might just do this. Just remember that angle exactly, and put that over here. Here we are. Okay. Now if we find the tan of that, we should end up with that. There it is. So after all that, what do we do? Well, to go from the start again, shift tan negative 0.1783. We get that negative number. What happens when we add 180 to that? There it is. That's what we want. So for tan, what we do is the answer plus 180 for tan. Okay. And what we say, that was 169, that's 170 is to the nearest degree. Okay, let's see what happens with cos. Shift and cos of negative 0.2621. Oh, thank goodness, it's already an obtuse angle. So I don't have to do anything to cos. 105 degrees. 105 degrees. So with cos, do nothing. Don't have to change it. It's just those other two that we change. Okay, lot to remember. Okay, so cos, so we got no change with cos. Let's have a look. Shift and cos of negative 1/8. Negative 1/8. 97, there we are. That's obtuse, it's more than 90. 97 degrees. Tan, okay, we're going to follow this. Answer plus 180. Shift tan of negative 3/5. And we answer plus 180. That's our obtuse angle, 149 degrees. 149. And sine, we're going to do this little procedure. Shift sine of 1/4. And we do 180 minus that. And to the nearest degree is 166. So there's a lot of background to that one. And just remembering what you do when you get to these particular questions. Don't change anything cos. Sine, 180 minus your answer. Tan, answer plus 180. Okay. Question 7. 7a. Now I said this was the sine rule for this one because we're going to find the length of the unknown side here. Now for sine we need a matchup of side length and angle opposite. Side length and angle opposite. Because the sine rule says to find the side length we go A over the sine of A equals B over the sine of B. That's our sine rule. We never usually use all three. So let's sub in, and what do we get? X is the side we want over the sine of the angle opposite equals, and the other matchup is that length, 4.9 over the sine of the angle opposite, 58. And then we are rearranging to isolate x. Let's go blue. So multiply by the sine of 51. over the sine of 58. And always with these, don't forget the brackets. 4.9 sine of 51 over sine of 58, close the brackets. 4.49 is our side length. Now it is 4.49 for that one. So the answer to A, 4.49, 2 decimal places. Okay, 7B. Sine rule again. We have side length, angle opposite, side length, angle opposite. Sine rule. So let's go x over the sine of the angle opposite equals this side length over this angle. 0.1 sine of 32. Rearranging, we get brackets. (6.1) times the sine of 109 over the sine of 32. Close the brackets. 10 to 2 decimal places. 10.88 equals 10.88. Okay, part C. So that one's all good. Part C. Sine rule again. Yep, got to match up with side and angle, side and angle. So x over the sine of 83 equals 65 over the sine of 50. Let us move down a little bit. Rearranging. X equals 65 times sine of 83 over sine of 50 65 sine of 83 over sine of 50. 84.22. Okay, very good. Now, going to running out of space here a little bit, so I'll see if I can move us down a little bit. Have to be going backwards and forwards. Question 8A. 8A. Cosine rule. For a cosine rule, let's just write out the rule in general first. And then we'll go from there. Let's go down. Yep, rule in general. Cosine rule. A squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos of a. Now all that means in a triangle, we've got angle A side A, angle B side B, angle C side C. We're going to find the length of this side. It's all over here that we need. B squared plus C squared minus 2bc cos of A. So we need everything on the other side of the triangle. Side length, and the angle between them. Which is what we have. Side length, and the angle between them. So let's see if we can copy this out. x squared equals 30 squared plus 27 squared minus 2 times 30 times 27 times the cos of the angle opposite 63. And on a calculator to find x, we put all that under the square root. Remembering the brackets. Let's do that. Square root 30 squared plus 27 squared, 27 squared minus 2 times 30 times 27 times the cos of 63 close bracket. 29 point, I'm just going to move this up. Let's go back here. 2 decimal places. 29.89. There we are. It's 8A. Let's keep on going down. 8B. Okay, 17, 15 and 49 degrees. X squared equals 17 plus 15 minus, just double check 17 and 15, yep, 2 times 17 times 15 times the cos of 49. Put all that under a square root. Cos of how much? 49. Close bracket. 13.39. Yep, just missed the calculator step there. Just put everything under the square root. Okay, so just running out of time, that's all. And space. C. Different colour. 2.5, 3.1 and 96 degrees. Put this over here to remind me. Already, the angle was 96 degrees. They call it X. Yep. Okay, I can do it now. Different colour. X squared equals 2.5 squared plus 3.1 squared minus 2 times 2.5 times 3.1 times the cos of 96, and then I'll just put it in this time. Calculator step. X equals Okay. Oops, square root. Plus 3.1 squared minus 2 times the cos of 96, close bracket, 4.18. And does that make sense with... Yep, very good. We're finally through those 3 questions. Bit of a marathon, but there you go.